We've got a drop ship, or a medvac coming down over here. Oh, and this base is wide open for medvac drops. And look at this, it's a simultaneous double attack. Makaprime gonna push his way into Sen's base here, try and take out this expansion, but oh, look at this, Sen pushing back, taking out this tank, and moving up into Makaprime's natural. That is a lot of roaches, plus an infester. This bunker will go down, and look at this, tank going down. Wow, he better, yeah, get those supply depots up, because this force is doing some real damage. And here comes Makaprime's force that he had been using to attack that expansion. Gonna drive off Sen. Those siege tanks sieging up. Oh, and blowing up some roaches before Sen can get out of there. So that attack succeeded in saving this expansion, even though it's just hanging on by a little bit. But Sen did not do any economic damage to Makaprime. He blew up a bunker and got some units, but that's about it. And look at this, probes being main-arted over to the gold expansion, which is now guarded by a planetary fortress. And here comes some Marines to finish off this very, very low on health hatchery. Look at this, drones abandoning it, knowing it's dead. And the Marines chasing the drones now, though. They are going to turn around, and that hatchery is going to go down. And he should really cancel the spine crawler. No, the spine crawler comes up. And it gets one kill, but now it's surrounded, and goodbye spine crawler. But look at this, he's bringing in roaches now. Burrowing, them waiting outside, lying in wait, but the medvac's just gonna take them out of there by air, and nothing bad's going to happen to the Marines and Marauders. We've got upgraded weapons on the way for Terran infantry. So a couple medvacs building. Look at this army, very threatening, with these roaches burrowed underground. A couple banelings here. And it looks like he might be loading up for a doom drop. That would be interesting. But he had better watch his base, because here comes Makaprime with siege tanks and Marines, and he is going to come right through that gold. And wow, he is dangerously close to Sen's expansion, and he's got a drop force coming in from over here. This could be trouble for Sen. His units engaging these siege tanks now. Wow, a lot of roaches running up, dealing a lot of damage to the tanks, but also taking a lot of damage. And I don't know if he's got enough roaches to push this position. Yes, with the baneling drops out of these overlords, yes, he will be able to push that position. Yes, we can, he says. And look at this. He better get something to deal with this Viking, or he's going to lose all his overlords. It looked like any attack that went down here got repelled too. So excellent, excellent play by Sen to repel these simultaneous attacks. And Makaprime going to try and drop on this ridge over here and prevent any mining at this expansion, as well as drive off this overlord. So great repel by Sen. Let's check and see. We've got 141 supply for Makaprime against 144 for Sen. And these Marines are going to try and engage these roaches. Good pickup by the medvac. Got to get out of there. Can't take on roaches with Marines. Meanwhile, this Overlord getting harassed by this Viking. Overlord might go down. Look at this. We're going to have an engagement. Oh, no, we're not going to have an engagement. Sen with those roaches walking right by this group of Marines, and they were backed up by a tank, and he just figured he could not take them and just kept walking, but lost a lot of Marines and an infester and a couple Hydralisks in the process. Baneling's out now. They are speedy on the creep, man, but it looks like Makaprime going to try and advance his position with those leapfrogging siege tanks. And Marines getting caught out of position now. It's Sen's turn to pick off some units that weren't paying attention to where they were walking, dying in that horrific acid bath. That's no way to go. Meanwhile, it looks like Makaprime was going to drop here, assuming that the expansion had been rebuilt, but it had not been rebuilt. Makaprime pushing ever closer with those siege tanks, using one tank to cover the next one, and he's going to force a cancel on this hatchery that was morphing in. So we've got Sen on 3 bases, only 2 of them mining. Meanwhile, Makaprime on a gold base and just set up another base up here. It looks like he's just main-arting his probes in now. So he's on 3 mining bases to Sen's 2, which is going to give him an economic advantage, and Sen had better do something, or he is going to fall behind in this game. And look at this, bunkers going up now. This is becoming a very aggressive push. It is going to be hard for Sen to take back this gold location. Marines now stimming up and running after an Overseer, but going to run into a bunch of roaches and be forced to retreat. Oh, but pulling those roaches in range of the siege tank. The roaches will survive, but they were burned pretty badly there. We've got a Doom drop coming from Sen. Oh, these things are loaded with Banelings, these Overlords, and they are going to try and take down this planetary fortress. Look at all the SCVs evacuating. They know what's coming. Big trouble. The Banelings dropping out of those Overlords, and boom, down goes the planetary fortress. And wow, great drop. Trying to rebuild it as fast as he can, Makaprime, and also trying to hunt down these Overlords with these Marines. It looks like we're going to have roaches come in now, though. Roaches are going to try and do some damage, and they're going to take down this command center. It's rebuilding phase. Watch out, though. Siege tanks sieging up, and those siege tanks do have very long range. Going to chase away the roaches. Roach is thinking about maybe making an attack up here. They figure they took down 1 expansion, might as well go for 2. That is a tough planetary fortress, though, and it is getting repaired by those SCVs. Can these roaches take it down? You got to kind of hope they will, because you hate to see these invincible planetary fortresses. And yes, it is going to go down. Nice play by Sen. And all these SCVs will suffer a similar fate. Look at this now, though. We've got Makaprime pushing forward, taking out an expansion of his own. A lot of stimmed up Marines here. Wow, while Sen's main forces were gone, Makaprime just rolled in and dealt some serious damage. Wow, I think Makaprime's army looking very threatening, whereas Sen's army got whittled down by that planetary fortress. And Makaprime at 182, Sen at 156, and he's supply capped. This is very bad. And it looks like Makaprime falling back. I don't know. I might have pushed out there. Wow, Sen has done a good job of getting these roaches back in play, but oh, roaches wandering into siege tank fire. Just 1 siege tank hanging out here. It is going to go down, but look at this. Makaprime's units were just waiting, and that is a lot of Marines. I don't think these roaches can handle it. More roaches coming in from the side, getting shelled by that siege tank, and the roaches now retreating, driven away by these Marines, these stimmed up Marines. And these stimmed up Marines now going back after this expansion that hasn't even morphed in yet. And Sen just does not have enough roaches to deal with this. He needs to do something, and he GG's out. Wow, so it looks like the series is going to go to 1-1 as Makaprime defeats Sen here in the Blizzcon Invitational. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is Dave with Mahalo Video Games once again. If you guys have any requests for replays you want casted, or questions or comments, go ahead and send those over to requests@mahalo.com. Alright, thanks again.